There was a blind girl who could hear the voices of animals and birds. Since childhood she was never loved by her stepmother and stepfather and often stayed hungry or lonely. One day she learned that her house was going to be demolished, and in return the people of the village would receive 20 times more compensation. She rushed with excitement to tell her step-parents, but they did not believe her and instead scolded her and pushed her away. Meanwhile, the buyer of the house received a phone call confirming the news that if the house was demolished, 20 times the compensation would indeed be given. But even after this, her stepmother forced the weak, hungry girl to climb the mountain with her black dog to collect wood. The girl had a strange gift. She could speak and listen to animals, and suddenly the dog warned her that a car had fallen deep into the valley. Inside the car, a rich company boss and his driver were trapped. The boss was stuck badly inside the seat, and the driver was panicking. Without knowing what to do, the blind girl did not hesitate. She bravely went into the broken car, took out the medicine, gave it to the boss, and slowly he regained his strength. Then, with the help of the driver, she unbuckled the seatbelt and pulled him out of the wreckage, saving his life. After that, she quietly walked away. Without waiting for thanks, back in the village, her stepmother heard that the entire village would receive money, but their family would get nothing because their house was illegal. She became greedy and quickly made a plan to sell it before anyone found out. When the boss woke up in a safe place, the first thing he asked about was the girl who saved him. The driver said she lived in the same village, which was about to be demolished. The boss immediately ordered that her house should also be added to the list and that she must receive 20 times the reward. A little bird sitting nearby heard all this and flew quickly to the blind girl to tell her the good news. The girl became overjoyed and ran home to share it, but when she arrived, she found her stepbrother's birthday party going on. The table was full of cake, sweets, and chicken. When her stepmother saw her, she became furious and shouted at her to leave. The girl only wanted to wish her brother and offered him a wildflower as a gift, but the boy angrily threw it on the ground and told her to stay away. The stepmother dragged her out of the house and even gave meat to the dog, but nothing to the girl. At the same time, the boss was rushing toward the house, remembering that 6 years earlier he had once met this blind girl, and he now suspected that she might actually be his own granddaughter. Shocked by this thought, he told his driver to speed up the car. When they finally reached the house, the stepmother began to argue loudly, saying, "This is my house. No one has the right to take it." But the blind girl bravely stood and said, "This house is illegal and no money will come from it." The buyer became frightened and said he would not buy the house. Then the stepmother, in fear, admitted the truth. The buyer thanked the blind girl, saying, "If you had not told me, I would have lost everything." But the greedy stepmother was filled with rage. She kicked the girl, insulted her, and tried to throw her out once again. At that very moment, the buyer received a phone call from the boss, who gave a strong order to immediately buy the house. And when the girl's voice was heard by the boss, everyone around was shocked and speechless.